Welcome. Episode 54 of Hip Hop House Society presents the Roundtable. We back, keeping it consistent around this bitch. Let me introduce my esteemed co-host in the building. We got one and only the man of mystery. He's still Mr. Miyagi this week. But hold up, J Cloud, what's good, brother?
What's good, y'all? What's going on?
All right, good to see you in the building, man. On the road, putting that work in, brother. And we have the one. I can't call you Grim Reaper. You got colors on today and shit. No, your ass must be sick. I ain't never seen this motherfucker wear colors. We got the one and only Southside Gunner. Blah. What's good, bro?
Oh shit. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP. He's rightfully the MVP. Want y'all to know, Thunder in 4 against the Wolves. Thunder in 5 in the finals. You're gonna bring that ring home, man.
Who you got in the finals, bro? What two teams gonna go to the finals?
I personally hope we get a Thunder Knicks series because I just want to see New York burn down when the Knicks actually make the finals. Because these niggas lost their minds and all they did was make the conference finals. So I know if they make the actual NBA finals, they're gonna have to redo Manhattan.
I think it's gonna be new. They're not gonna let two low, small market teams be in the finals, bro. They're gonna make the bird call for that.
I had no choice. You have 3 small market teams. You don't have a choice.
You gotta get New York in there to go against a small market. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna have 2 of them. You feel me?
Yeah, but either way it go, it's a good look for the league. People say it ain't a good look for the league, but it's a good look. You got parity, and the second apron killed the NBA.
I know I'm throwing all my chips on New York, but anyway, let's get to some hip hop talk. This ain't motherfucking it is what it is, right? First and foremost, unless you've been living under a damn rock, the biggest thing in hip hop, the hottest thing in these streets out here, Joey Badass versus everybody. Started off with Ray Vaughn, turned to a 20v1. We had a bunch of diss tracks thrown back and forth, some of varying quality. I think the biggest one was that Red Bull freestyle. That's kind of the one that got people looking a little bit more close. You had jabs beforehand, but I think that's the one that kind of set people into that frenzy. So you can see the article we sharing here basically gives a montage of every song in the battle. Started off, Joey Badass has found himself in his own version of a 20v1 after taking subtle shots at the West Coast. On a New Year's Day, released the Rulers Back. So that's kind of the warning shot heard around the world. You had some little jabs back and forth, and then it did parlays or relays about the Rulers Back. We go on to Daylyt, How You. He came his little jabs in, part of the West Coast Kendrick montage of people. Then Ray Vaughn came with the Crash Out Heritage. Then Joey Badass, Sorry Not Sorry. Why this thing keeps going back? This internet's terrible. Why do you keep doing Joey Badass, Sorry Not Sorry? And then we got CJ. Who the fuck is CJ Fly, bro?
He's in Pro Era.
Oh, okay. I didn't know all the names of them cats, but he hit it. I thought Joey's by himself almost. In Daylyt, I can't pronounce this shit. You hear? YHRR, whatever the fuck that is. Ray Vaughn.
Whole crew. Ain't no way he was gonna do all this shit alone.
Well, the Pro Era isn't a thing anymore. So he kind of was by himself. That was like.
And what you got? CJ Fly, Daylyt, Ray Vaughn, Impossible Patty. Ray Vaughn, just incredible freestyle. Then we had the big one, I think, right there is the Joey Badass, Big Sean, Absol, Red Bull Spiral. That was when it was like no denial.
But Nick Caution also dropped something too that was aimed at Ray Vaughn. So Joey has help. It's just motherfuckers was asking people out. I think people were more so concerned with asking rappers from New York outside Pro Era to get involved because it wasn't just TDE affiliated artists. Because technically, Reason's not with TDE and he got involved. So, and that shows you the solidarity between just rappers on the West Coast. Like it even if they have their own issues, because Reason and TDE really did not see eye to eye. Like that breakup really wasn't the best. I'm not gonna say like they was like at odds and all that other stuff, but he really did want out his contract, so they didn't really end on the best terms. All he knew was, hey, my name's involved. I'm jumping into battle. I don't care who on my side.
But is that solidarity or is that more? Let me get some of this fame. Let me get some of this clout.
No,
you know
I mean, Reason don't really need no clout because he was already semi-relevant, and I think it's just because of what's going on with him now in terms of, he don't really have an album out at the moment.
Oh yeah, he does. Did you know that? He just dropped the project like a week ago.
Hell of some timing, right?
So I mean, that kind of puts a thing in. That nigga is not relevant, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that nigga outside of this shit.
I tend to agree, man. I don't think nobody is.
Oh yeah, that shit dropped in February. I forgot about that.
But I don't think nobody was like, "Yo, what's Reason doing right now?" Like before Joey said,
because I feel like I heard it, but then like I said, I don't remember it because it dropped in February. But I do think, to answer your question, I do think it is more so solidarity than it is clout, because it's like ain't nobody really promoting, like he not promoting his album, and ain't nobody doing that shit for him. So I think it is more so like, hey, what you say fuck me for? Let me get in the booth and say something.
I mean, bro, he jumped out the window talking crazy about the East Coast and New York and all this shit. It's like, bro, nobody was like on that. Like, this was like solely a Ray Vaughn and Joey thing. And this nigga started talking about like all the New York is washed up and all that shit. That was almost like the audio version of clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did that to get people riled up. And, and just yesterday, that nigga was talking about like, oh, me and Lloyd Banks can get down. It's like, nigga, Lloyd Banks was fucking laughing at you, bro. Like
it's
nobody.
Funny, but it's funny you mentioned that because Lloyd Banks himself just dropped an album.
Yeah.
So that's calculated. But it's funny because I do feel like this is just manufactured beef, because Reason album dropped in February. As a Cheat has one coming out, I think next week. Joey's got one now. Apparently now Joey got one coming out around my birthday. And it's like Ray Vaughn just dropped his like 2 weeks ago. So it's like a lot of it. It's just weird timing. It feels weird because it's like every nigga involved is involved in a rollout for lack of a better words. But
yeah, I also find it interesting that with the Red Bull kind of promoting thing, Ray Vaughn had a Red Bull promotion thing not too long ago with his album drop. So that's why it seems a little bit calculated, like you were saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's calculated, but I think the funniest thing that nobody's gonna remember from this is, regardless of what he said in his freestyle, nobody gives a fuck what Big Sean thinks. I think that is
Big Sean catching a stray, bro.
That is the funniest fucking part of the whole thing. Like, we acknowledge Ab-Soul being involved, but it's like he didn't get involved with the battle. We acknowledge he got a good freestyle. We know Joey because Joey's verse led to all this shit. But it's just funny to me that we sit here having this discussion, and not once did I ever hear any discussion of who had the best verse. Was it Soul, Joey, or Big Sean? Like, no one gives a fuck about Big Sean.
I mean, we kind of know the answer to that. You don't have to ask questions; you know the answer.
I know, and trust me, as a Division I level hater, trust me, I wanted to hate on Big Sean so bad. I did. But it's funny because we're at this point now where it's like, even if Big Sean wanted to get involved in the battle, he can't. Because nobody's going to give a fuck. Because from what I realized, because I realized, I think it was today, people were thinking about throwing in Midwest and South rappers in the mix. Because couple people were calling out Akeem Ali. Couple people called out Mick Jenkins. When I heard Mick, I said, all right, y'all niggas might want to stop before shit get crazy.
That shit was corny as fuck, bro. Because I see niggas talking about like, oh, the South got something to say, and I respect y'all. Like, I respect people. Like half of what I listen to is like Atlanta, Texas shit. Like I fuck with y'all heavy, but at the same time, like niggas, like you can't just like inject yourself into shit that like nobody's shooting at y'all. Like nobody's like. It's not even and on top of that, it's not even the East West thing to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the East West thing.
I think it's more so that they want either the New York side or the West Coast side to kind of try to bring somebody in on like a feature, so it's an excuse to go after the South or to go after somebody in the Midwest. So I think that's what it is. I don't think it's gonna happen because I feel like that would be kind of corny and lame to like you just throwing people in the beef now is kind of lame because realistically it was just Joey and of course his alleged bars to Kendrick, but then Ray Vaughn got involved. It was just them two. Once everybody else jumping in was just like, all right,
whack.
So
It's whack, bro.
Yeah,
I
mean, I respect Daylyt because I know that he was already like he was throwing little shit like at like prior to Ray Vaughn, he was throwing shots at Joey like he wanted that. So it's like I respect him. I don't respect that fucking cornball reason.
Daylyt look like he draw on desks growing up as a kid. Like his face looked like a desk from ISS. That's what it looked like. He looked like he was asking for attention. That's what I'm saying. Like
he was going off though, bro. He was rapping, and I the same thing with Ray Vaughn, bro. Like
okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Daylyt shit was that great. I don't, and I'm not saying. Let me say this so it makes sense. From a battle rapping perspective, he was killing it because the bars made sense. Some of the bars actually were kind of fire. If we're talking just a straight up, fully involved diss song. Them beats was whooping his ass.
Oh, the beats were horrible.
They were terrible.
He was making fake versions of New York classics.
And it did not help. He kept dropping diss after diss after diss. And I'm like, bro, who is mixing your shit? Please stop. Like, I get it. I get the message behind it. But it's like, it don't seem like it seemed like this nigga went to the goddamn Bandcamp app on his phone and just came up with the first beat he could just come up with. It just went crazy. Like I said, I ain't saying he ain't got the bars, but he's not beating the allegations that battle rappers cannot rap to a beat. He not beating them allegations.
Yeah, shout out to Screws back to. We need to see Joey versus Ab-Soul for the K-Dot. Look, I don't think Ab-Soul is going to involve himself.
He is too unproblematic.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, brother. But it would be nice. It would be nice.
It would be nice. It would be very nice. That nigga is too unproblematic. He don't want. He ain't trying. That nigga was more concerned with going on tour. He don't want no issues. Oh, speaking of that, I'm going to Ab-Soul's tour. I can't wait to go. I'm excited. I got them tickets. As soon as them tickets drop, I bought them shits immediately.
Speaking of that, who had the best track of all of these 50 million tracks?
Joey. All of Joey's tracks above everybody else's.
Joey.
Basically,
all I got is
it don't matter which one. It's kind of like what Kendrick did to Drake. Like you could make an argument for every single Joey track, just like we could for every single Kendrick track. because every single Kendrick track that was aimed at Drake, Euphoria was the most complete diss with all the beat switches. Then you got Not Like Us being the banger. Then you got, Meet the Grams being all sinister. You could literally make an argument for every single Joey track because it was like he stepped up his game on every level on every single diss track.
I would slightly disagree with you, bro. I think there is one song that's like unanimously better than everything, and that's got to be the one where he brought Lux out.
Okay.
Unanimously better than everyone.
Yes.
That's like better than all his own tracks. Like that, he brought fucking Lux out, bro.
Yeah. I think that's his best verse, though. I think that's the best song. I think the freestyle was the best verse, though.
Definitely the best beat.
Yeah, definitely.
All I gotta say, man, Joey Badass got Big Mama built and whooping everybody's ass. And yeah, and he proving why the fuck he deserves to be king of New York. And he gonna top that shit off with probably the best album of the year, hopefully, because I've been a Joey Badass fan for a long time, so I love this shit. And here the J3 need to sit his ass down, bro. Stop that shit. Sit down.
Well, glad you're here. Glad to hear from you, Malik, man. I ain't think you worked here no more, but it's good to see you in the building.
Joey Badass brought me out my team, man. I've been looking at shit. I had a guy to talk my shit. Get your ass in the booth, niggas.
I think Rory agrees with y'all. Play this clip.
Joey Badass is cleaning up the whole fucking West Coast right now by himself. Let's go with facts. Ray Vaughn had a great response. I liked it. Joey Badass barred him the fuck up. And then Daylyt, who I came on this last episode, who I think is one of the greatest battle rappers that's ever existed. He's a different type of tier. Put out a fucking dud that I don't even know if Joey needs to reply. If we're going just based off everyone that's trying to jump Joey from the West Coast, you guys are losing. Bad. AZ, you had my favorite feature on GNX. You make great music. Stick to that. I don't need to hear your battle raps.
It's not enough.
Joey Badass is smoking the entire West Coast right now. Thank God Joey handled this by himself, because this could have got bad. Mm-hmm. Nobody is with us. Mm-hmm. Joey's by him fucking self. But I don't believe he's getting jumped and holding his own while the rest of us in New York City are just waiting on the Pacers.
The way Joey rapping, man, y'all gotta send more than that.
Gotta send Kendrick?
Y'all gotta send Kenny.
Y'all gotta send
Call Kenny, get him out wherever he's at on tour.
Call
Kenny. Man, somebody tell J-Rock that his little brother, somebody took their ball, man, at the park, man. Joey came through, took their basketball and left, man.
Nasty work. Now that brings up an interesting scenario. Do we get any bars from Kendrick? Not saying now, but eventually.
I feel like that shit to happen. I feel like by the time Kendrick done with this tour, it's not gonna matter.
He might though. He might.
He might. That's what I'm saying. He might.
Shot at Sean. He shot at Big Sean. Let's not forget that he didn't put it out, but he did.
Who ain't shot at Big Sean? Who ain't shot?
No, he dropped his name. Big Sean. He dropped his name, so he might like entertain.
Again, who ain't shooting at Big Sean? I shoot at Big Sean. He not.
Man, you gotta get this the Big Sean strays, bro.
Oh,
he ain't
man.
Hey.
I agree. But I will say this though. This might be the first, and I know this. This is the first and only time I've ever agreed with the video from these fucking knuckleheads. The only time. Because I can honestly say Rory actually made a pretty good couple points. They got him on and fucking talk. We didn't need to hear him say anything. These two nice little ad-lib lines were just enough. Rory makes a good point. But
it's not enough.
I will say though, I appreciate them giving a little bit of credit to the West Coast because I feel like other outlets that are covering the beef is very, Joey's washing everybody. They're not making good music. Ray Vaughn ain't throwing out duds, bro. Like he just not like Joey Badass made 1999 at 17, bro. He been a different type of nigga in the rap game.
Facts.
He just a different type of nigga. Like it's just you're not gonna get to his level. I'm sorry.
That nigga got a good discography, man. He don't need no fucking hits. Fuck Ray Vaughn, what you talking about? Shit.
We gotta put respect on Ray Vaughn's name, bro, because it's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
he like, how many fucking songs did he drop at Joey? Like, he dropped like 6, 7
Like
fucking
I
songs
thought
in
it was
him.
like 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, so it's like we gotta give him respect, bro, because
Yeah.
most not even doing one. Most of these dudes not doing one song.
Not even that. Most niggas would have stopped after the third time that Joy responded. Because by that point, we had already made up in our minds that Joey fucking y'all niggas up, man.
Yeah, or threw a rock and hit their hand like Reason. You know?
Like,
So
shout out to Cade. He says Ray Vaughn failed when he went the Diddy route.
yeah, Joey took that shit and flipped it.
I mean, it's a low
I
hanging.
wouldn't say that was the failure of, like, that was the downfall for Ray Vaughn. I'm not gonna say that, but I will say it was a misstep in the diss track because Joey came back and just flipped the shit. Like, you can't just. It's if anybody's ever watched Wild 'N Out, y'all niggas know if you leave a punchline out there, if the motherfucker can respond to it, they will, and they will flip that bitch on you immediately.
Yeah.
Not all battle rappers can do that, but somebody who has had an opportunity to rap for a long time, who's come up in our generation, because he's a millennial, motherfuckers are funny. They gonna find a way to flip that shit if they can. That's exactly what the fuck he did.
You a millennial, dog? I thought you like a Zoomer or some shit, though.
I am 30.
Oh, okay. Old man there. Man.
Okay. All right. Relax. He's born in 94.
I don't think it was a misstep as much as like it was just low hanging fruit. You know, like the Diddy shit, like it's right there, so it's kind of like it's the easiest thing to go at. And I think
they like drop. Fuck you talking about? He dropped. What the fuck you dropped?
he dropped another one.
No, why? Why does
I don't know about that.
It's called End Credits, so I guess this is probably the last one.
Oh man, I hope so. We'll preview it after the fact. We too deep into the episode, but speaking of Daylyt, man, somebody put this tweet up, which I mean fairly numbers, but also Daylyt not beating the battle rappers don't make good music accusations. Now, what do y'all think of Daylyt tracks, man? Let's go ahead.
I ain't really be listening to him like
no,
that.
Bro. Daylyt shit is awful. Again, from a technical production perspective, just from that standpoint, that shit is awful. The mixes are bad. Those beats are terrible. He cannot flow on a beat. He sound like fucking Conceited and Hitman Holla trying to fucking rap on these beats. It is fucking awful. He cannot rap on a beat. I am sorry. He sound like Charlie Clips trying to rap on a beat, bro. It's not working.
Oh man, Charlie catching the trade.
I love all them niggas, man. All them dudes can rap. I will give them that. But if you give them a beat, it is not going to play out the way that they think that it is.
Damn. Daylyt catches. Yeah, I think Daylyt appeals to a specific audience. I think we had a discussion about that. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna get his shit, bro. He tries to do the too introspective. I'm gonna drop a Pokemon inside of a fucking Dragon Ball Z, inside of a Naruto line, and the shit Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say he's you gotta like dissect what he's saying. He's very like cerebral with his shit. So it's kind of like it's not. You can't go into this type of battle with that because it's like you're gonna go over too many people's heads, and you're going at somebody he's just not that. Joey's not that type of rapper. I mean, he was kind of stepping a little bit in that pocket, but for the most part, he's pretty straightforward. Like he's more traditional, straightforward, and
Boom
Daylyt
bap.
is just
Yeah.
Daylyt is just very like cerebral. Like
You have to do a
hits on
research paper
raps.
to understand Daylight's lyrics.
No
Yeah.
bullshit. Cause I don't watch that
No,
nigga.
like dead ass. When Daylyt raps, you have to do Daylyt. You could do a graduate thesis on his raps.
He be serious for real.
Because
Let me
just
figure
like
it.
he do be saying some shit, and he says a lot of things that is not privy to the average listener. And we all know that if you are a nerd of music, lyrics, and all that other stuff, when Daylyt start dropping bars, you paying attention because like you want to understand every line, because what he said on the first 2 bars might not make sense until you get to bar 14.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, damn, wait a minute. How'd I go from here to here? And now you starting you fucking doing research.
That's gonna make you very niche though. Most people read at what, like a 6th grade level.
It's funny. I tweeted that same shit today.
So it's like when you make articles, bro, like literally when I go on the website and post y'all shit or whatever, it'll tell me the reading level of y'all shit, and it was like, oh, it's 10th grade, that's too high. We got to lower this shit. We got to dumb this shit. Yeah,
that's crazy because I be trying to dumb that shit down.
They're not
I
gonna
really do. I be using some big ass college words and shit. I be like, I forgot, like because I tweeted some shit today, and I'm like, I was joking, and niggas, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I forgot. Y'all got the educational level of a fucking 6th grader. I forgot niggas do not know the concept of satire. Let me clarify some shit. Like, it's bad. So when you're like,
unless your satire sucks. That's another thing. Some people do bad parodies and shit, bro.
I'm fucking hilarious. Everybody knows this. When you're Daylyt and you got some, you know, some real shit to say, just do that shit acapella, bro. Just leave the beats alone.
Nah, I don't want to hear no acapella Daylyt. He's doing monster voices and shit.
This man just yell into a microphone, then try to do that shit next to a beat, man. Just let that shit ride. Let that shit
I'll say that it's like people kind of acted like he was some sort of like boogeyman. Like,
have you seen his face?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about like raps, but it's like people were acting like he was some sort of like he's gonna like step up and destroy anybody. But it's like, bro, he got fucking demolished by my nigga Mickey.
But to be fair, the way that Daylyt carries himself and the way that he presents himself as a battle rapper gives him that kind of that aura that, like, the second he gets an opportunity to rap and get an opportunity, you know, to get the opportunity to kill you, he gonna take it. So I think it's more so in his presentation. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I see a nigga who look like a lunchroom table, I'm gonna look, you know, I'm gonna second guess myself a little bit. I'm gonna think, damn, I ain't got enough bars. How the fuck can I insult a nigga who look like Jigglypuff drew on your face already? I can't do nothing with that.
But you know what? That's usually an aesthetic to, like, it's like the people that lift a whole lot of weights and can't fight. You ever meet those people and shit? That's almost kind of the same aesthetic. It's like, I'm gonna do all this other shit, but you know, in reality, I ain't that dangerous.
Bro, face look like the decorative pillows of our fucking background. Like, come on, dude.
Now, do y'all think it's over? Y'all think it's a wrap? I know we had Daylyt drop now. Is that the last one?
Yeah, because I peeped a little bit of it. I snuck a little bit of it.
You cheating, bro.
And it's him giving props and all that shit.
I did too.
It's like, oh, we had a nice battle. Da, da, da. It's over.
It's over.
So,
which is I'm glad it's over. Cool. Ain't nobody get shot. Ain't nobody got called a pedophile.
It was never gonna be that, bro.
I know that,
yeah.
But like I said, most people don't know what a real rap battle is. They just know beef and niggas getting shot. Kendrick and Drake really is that real first rap beef for them in terms of what they paid attention to and what's in the mainstream. So Now that they see, something else in the mainstream, it's gonna be like that. No.
Yeah,
Glad
this
it
was
gets
just
that
rap.
level. Yeah, it's just niggas who got bars. Them
Yeah,
niggas
and I'm gonna
still-
tell you this too. Bro. I feel like Joey and Ray Vaughn, they gonna do a joint before the next year.
Yeah.
I think that TDE shit might actually happen, bro.
And I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know about that.
He was definitely trolling.
I don't know, bro. I seen some weirder shit in my lifetime.
That shit not real. No.
All right, well,
He got pro era. He don't need that shit.
Pro era over with, dog.
Yeah, that's done, bro.
That shit. If Nick Caution coming out of nowhere dropping shit, that shit not done. Them niggas still together.
I'll tell you what, if they did pull some TDE shit, that'd probably be the biggest shit of 2025 or 2026.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
It would be massive, bro.
DJ Fly, I fuck with CJ Fly. Your diss was ass, but I fuck with you. I fuck with you still though, bro. That diss was terrible. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Throw shit at the wall sometimes. But I think that's it. I think that's a wrap on that, man. Next subject. Oh, well, make sure y'all check out the website too, man. I brought it up real quick. We got quite a few reviews drop. You know what I mean? The Billy Woods joint. Blake Shelton. We diversify around this bitch. You got good old Blake on this motherfucker. Cali Uchis.
I'm actually working through goddamn Morgan Wallen, his racist ass. That motherfucker got 37 tracks on his album, son. I got like track like 15, 16. I said, damn, for a nigga that's racist, you using a lot of hip hop beats, bro.
Country, bro.
They got damn colonizing.
I was like, damn. Oh my God.
So make sure y'all check us out, man. We do more than just podcasts. We do a lot of shit, and we also have the video versions of the abridged. If you don't feel like reading, we do drop the bridge versions of it. But moving on, we got Thug in the news again, but not for dropping no damn music, right? Gunna covered up his YSL tattoo. I'm asking y'all real quick, is that the official end of this business, right? Quote unquote business relationship. And do Gunna even need YSL at this point? You feel me? What do y'all think about that shit, man? Pull this shit up right here. So this is the comment right here. You know, he covered up the tattoo and Thug. I mean, he said it must end with a LOL and shit. I'm not even sure that's a real fucking quote coming from a picture of a picture and shit, right? So my question to y'all is a rap, and does Gunna even need him at this point? You feel me? Is he on the level with him artist type of shit now?
Yeah, it's for sure. It's for sure over. And it's like he still got the Birds as a fan base, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, he gonna be good. There's enough Birds out there.
As the resident Atlanta nigga in the group, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whether Gunna was with YSL or not, he wasn't losing no fans. And that's just being real. He wasn't gonna lose no fans, bro. Like, it's gonna get us. Like, we grew up with Thug. Gunna was a part of that group. He grew up on Thug with us. So seeing Gunna do his own thing now, it's like we just supporting our brother. So we not gonna stop supporting him just because of the shit he did. Because they say he snitched, but then he came out and had another one album. The shit don't line up, bro. Like, it's a wrap on the business relationship, because I'm pretty sure that YSL is why he caught that RICO charge in the first place. So if anything led to me getting the RICO charge, I'm getting rid of it. I don't blame him for that. But in terms of the careers, Thug gonna be fine, because he's always been fine his entire career. He's been fine. He had no issues. Gunna gonna be fine too. Music still banging. I mean, honestly, to be real, it really just seemed like business as usual. That's what that's what it felt like. Like, in the city, like, you still hear window, because it's hot now. Niggas driving with the window.
Hot as shit.
So you can hear niggas bumping Thug and Gunna tracks and all this other shit. Like, it's just business as usual. They just not together. And that's a good thing for both of them. That way Thug can stay out of trouble, and Gunna is free to go do his own thing.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Like, do you think it's gonna be any different from before versus like, like it was kind of like ambiguous, like not just straight up I'll fuck with that nigga, where it was just kind of like in the air versus now where it's like it's clear you don't fuck with the dude. Do you think that's gonna have any impact on his like fans out there?
I don't think it's. I think it's more so. It's gonna be more of kind of like a subtle, like I don't really fuck with him, but it's like at the same token, Thug not allowed in the city. So those instances where you think you would catch Thug to say like, oh he was out at this club or he was out at this place, and Gunna just so happened to be in the same vicinity, and just that them niggas not finna cross each other's paths no time soon. So while I do think that it is going to be a case where it's like it's some subtle, I don't really fuck with him. It's more like I'm gonna love you from a distance, and we gonna do our own thing. It's just like a fucking WWE tag team breaking up. Like you do your thing, I do my thing. We just don't agree no more. That's really all it is.
I mean, I don't think it's really that though, bro. Because there's like voice notes of him like talking to other artists, like, "Yo, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, I'ma drop the same day that fuck nigga drop." Because I've heard those.
But at the same time, though, yeah, you can say you saying that, but are you just saying that because you mad in the moment? Because you thought people was gonna not support Gunna? Because it's like nobody. This tweet makes perfect sense, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about whether or not you hate Gunna or not. We're not going to hate him. He didn't do nothing wrong. Whether you say the man snitched or not, you can't prove it. You can't prove the man snitched. So you can't prove he a rat, and then he got out, and he literally dropped an album, and everybody listened to and supported it. Because you got these fake ass tough niggas who think that they in the streets and they just at the fourth. Trust me, I drive through the city every fucking day. These niggas is not in the streets, bro. Nobody's in the streets at all. So they not living that life. So while they trying to push this whole fuck these rats and all this other shit, bro, nobody really truly cares.
But on that note, let me pivot a little bit, right? Has how motherfuckers come home and it's this big reception. Normally a motherfucker drops. We've had a few singles from Thug, right? No album yet. It's like, bro, you sitting in jail a year. You should have been just writing, to be honest with
you. He didn't have shit before he went in.
You feel me? But is this the most disappointing like first out you've seen at all? Like between like Gucci and all these.
I would rather you not make music than you come out and you drop some bullshit.
Yeah.
I would rather you not drop anything at all than you come out and you drop more bullshit. Or you was dropping bullshit while you was locked up, you get out, and then you drop more bullshit on top of that. No.
Remember Shine? Remember Shine?
Oh, yeah.
When he got out?
Tony Yayo was like, I was like, Yayo coming home. And it was like, what the fuck is this shit?
That wasn't as bad as Shine, bro. That was the worst shit. Oh yeah. Man.
Even the one he dropped in jail was probably better than the one he dropped when he got out. Which
it's people forget how to rap, basically.
But also, Thug being locked up wasn't like how Gucci was, because Gucci had shit in the vault ready to go.
Yeah, man, Gucci always used to drop, man, all the fucking time.
Yeah, he had that Tupac work ethic where he just was like, "Bro, do you sleep?"
That dropped when he was locked up. Oh, nigga, that shit got us. That shit was heat. All three of them. I remember that shit too because I was in college. Boy, that shit banged. So I will say that it's not necessarily a disappointment because I feel like I don't think a lot of people expected Thug to have an album ready when he got out in the first place. Seeing how we didn't think this nigga was getting out really at all, considering how long Don't for real, like considering how long that fucking case went and how much time they fucking wasted, and he still was looking at an uphill battle considering the optics of everything. The fact that he got out was a miracle upon itself. So that's one thing, but I don't think people were really expecting him to drop music as soon as he got out. I know I wasn't. So I don't know. I don't think I'm not pressed for no Young Thug music right now anyway.
Summer coming up, bro. This is the time I think the
I don't
strike.
give a fuck what season it is. I'm not pressed for no damn Thug record this summer. And I think that's another thing that I don't think we talk about enough is that we've gotten to a point now where it's so many other artists that we can listen to now that like we're not just waiting for you to do your thing when you come home. Like, yeah, it's just like a wheel, bro. It's gonna keep going without you. You just one little notch in the machine. You can easily be replaced. Motherfuckers gonna keep going. And that's all that it is. Like that same, ironically enough, the same pedestal niggas had Thug on is the same pedestal niggas just put Gunna on. Nobody want to have that conversation though, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
That was a bar. That was kind of a bar. I gave you all right. Anything else on Young Thug's release so far? Anything Gunna? I think we had a comment about some old shit in here. Nick Caution song better than anything Joey dropped.
I agree. I'm a Nick Caution fan, so I'm biased.
Yeah, Nick nice.
Yeah, you ready? You got your Crash Dummy queued up, brother?
Oh yeah.
All right, man. If you ready, I'm ready, bro. Let's go ahead and hit your music, homeboy.
Hey, Dad.
Oh man, Crash Dummy of the week. I mean, obviously he's gonna be Matt Hoffa. I fucking hate that nigga, yo. I fucking hate Matt Hoffa. Fuck you, nigga. He's a bitch. Nah. In all seriousness, though, because it's a pretty serious topic. This nigga is 5'8", over 300 pounds. And I know certain people are thinking, oh wow, it's not gonna be Boss Man D-Lo. No, we're not gonna we're not even gonna go down that road, people.
Ew.
We're not. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. It's not Boss Man D-Lo.
Stall him out, Debo. Stall him out.
We're gonna stall him out. This nigga is even. This nigga is the evil version of Ruben Studdard. He is 5'8", 300 something pounds. This nigga is bigger around than he is up and down.
Oh my god!
It is broad fucking wave. Let me tell you about. I don't have y'all know. Do y'all know? Because you may not know. But if you don't know, this nigga is arrested on 13 fucking charges, including aggravated assault and gun possession, after allegedly shooting his girlfriend's car during an argument in Atlanta last month. Okay, let me just say this right now. We here at Hip Hop High Society do not condone violence against women. We here at Hip Hop High Society condone all the insults to this fat motherfucker who thinks it's okay to shoot at women. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man?
What's wrong with that nigga?
Like seriously, what? I don't get it. Me personally, this is the same man who bitches and cries in his songs about being sad and committing suicide, and he over here trying to off motherfuckers. What is this? It's the same man who done fell through a stage. The same man who climbed the balcony and went backwards into some fucking boxes. And you telling me he out here shooting at women? Bro, Just stop the senseless violence towards women. That shit gotta stop, man. That shit
Stop the madness.
Man. That shit not cool. And I just want people to know that at the end of the day, Math Hoffa is still a bitch, but Rod Wave, you was right up there with him, my brother. Just gonna let you know that now.
Math Hoffa, I wouldn't even call that a stray. I think Math Hoffa do deserve.
I know, and I want people to also acknowledge this because y'all think this shit is like a game. To everybody who keeps saying, "Oh, you wouldn't say that to his face," I'd smack the shit out of that nigga. I can't even fucking see right now. I want you to look into my fucking eyes. I will smack the shit out you, nigga.
Violence is not the answer to everyday's problems, but it is sometimes.
Disclaimer. Go ahead.
Disclaimer,
Rod Wave.
We in Hip High Society don't condone violence, but goddamn it, Southside Gun condones fucking violence.
I very much condone violence. That's why I was quiet. But Rod Wave, you get the biggest car crash, motherfucker. All right. Shout out to Panda Go Crazy. He enjoys your rant. And we got 1,000 subs on the tube. Hey.
There we go, man. That's love, man. Thank y'all.
That's love, man. Appreciate everybody. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the love, brothers. I appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely. So let's go to our next.
To you, bro.
Salute to everybody, bro. We put in some work around this bitch. But Snoop and Dre, you know, they just released the Missionary. I think we had a pretty good. I was thinking about making that to a discussion question too about the old heads and shit. But I think we give the old heads a little break. But they recently had an interview with Warren G and also Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Both of them talked about basically Warren G kind of hinting about him not being invited to the backstage to Super Bowl and things of that nature. So I'm gonna play the videos and we can discuss that. You know. Salute to the legends in general, but I'll start with the
still kind of like feel like
a lot of it came through you.
Yeah, all of it came through me, like really. But you know, even though right now, like Snoop and Dre get down and they're doing things, and it's no diss to neither one of them or anything like that. But it's like y'all could call Warren to come do a cameo or come hang out or something. I don't want no money or nothing from nobody. Just call me to be around.
Did you get a ticket to the Super Bowl?
Hell no. Well, I got one, but it was through Snoop.
Okay.
But I was trying to get downstairs to get down in the back because I had my son with me, and he was home from the NFL. So I was like, I want to take my son down there so he could see Dre and see Snoop and everybody because he hadn't seen him since he was in the NFL. So. Couldn't even get backstage. Nobody. I called everybody I knew. Nobody would answer their phones. I couldn't get backstage. None of that. I didn't give a about performing. I just wanted to take my son down there to see all my folks and see everybody. And
to show him what his daddy was a part of putting together and building.
Yeah, you know, just to be around it. You know,
because you can hear stories from Pop, but to actually see it, like, oh, my pop did this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean that would be, you know, a proud moment for any father.
Yeah, and that's what I was on, and you know, I didn't care about performing.
Yeah, now this is crazy.
That's how Dre wanted it.
Yeah. No.
So there you have it. Somebody typing something. There you have it. He speaks about not being. What do y'all think about that? Is that kind of a snub right there? Is it like niggas is working, man? Everybody got time for you to get special treatment on that. You know what I mean?
The thing that people don't always like is because I don't know, like, if he talks about it like that, but those two are brothers, bro. So it's like, you know, those two are brothers, like stepbrothers, but still brothers. They grew up together. So it's like they have a different kind of relationship versus him and Snoop. Like, those are homies. You know what I'm saying? Like but there might be like some.
He cut out, or did I cut out?
No, I think he did, but I think it's disappointing in the sense that he wasn't able to, I guess, continue their relationship. But if we're being real, man, Snoop probably wasn't going to pick up that phone regardless to work with Warren G. Because realistically, outside of this, when was the last time we've heard Warren G do anything? So it does seem like maybe he was attempting to, you know, find the spotlight or be a little bit more in the know of what's going on in the world. And it's like, I don't think people understand, like, Snoop do everything. Snoop booked and busy. He stayed busy. And if I'm not mistaken, around the same time Warren G wanted Snoop to pick up his phone for the Super Bowl, Snoop was also busy with WrestleMania at the same token. So, like, that man stayed booked and busy. I know Dre stayed booked and busy. So it's just, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation. I'll say that. But I mean, what can you do? I mean, people just, you can't force niggas to want to be around you.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts.
If people want to be around you and they want to include you in shit, they'll make a way for it to happen.
Do Warren G get the respect he deserves as a legend? Do y'all consider Warren G a West Coast legend? First off,
no.
Yeah, for sure.
Got 1 no, 2 yes. I think he's a legend.
I'm only saying that to be facetious because I fucking hate his character on Def Jam Fight for New York.
Nigga,
fucking sucks on that game. He trash as hell. Him and fucking Mac 10 are terrible. They made some of the West Coast rappers fucking terrible on that game.
And now, does he get the recognition he deserves? You know what I'm saying?
He's a West Coast legend, but to be honest, does he get the recognition? No, because I guarantee you, if you ask anybody under the age of 30 who the fuck Warren G is, they will look at you fucking crazy. I'm not even bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. Niggas do not know.
You're right.
You're right, but at the same time, you could say that for somebody like Corrupt.
No, that's fair. Cause I be dead ass honest. I would love to ask somebody, hey yo, you know 5 Elephant Man songs? Who the fuck is Elephant Man? Who the fuck is Elephant Man?
Yo, Elephant Man, it kind of straight fucking Big Sean.
Hey, I love Elephant
Chopper
Man.
down, bro. You letting the chopper sing, bro.
Hey, look, man. Elephant Man was that nigga back in the day. Man. You couldn't tell me nothing. That's how, you know how real he was. They made that man wrestle. They made that man fight barefoot on Def Jam Fight for New York. Barefoot.
They need to remake.
He was a kickboxer.
They do need to they need to remake this shit.
But it's like we can name a lot of like indisputable legends that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that says more about the times we're in, where people don't like to do their research and whatnot. So it's kind of like Warren G has like Regulate is a fucking classic. Regulate's in mad movies, TV shows. Like that's a fucking staple.
Regulator.
Yeah, we got one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time.
I love that song. But at the same token, again, it's also just like you said, people don't want to do the research, but you know, you have to take into account the regional aspect of it as well. Because Warren G is a West Coast guy, it's not really, you know, something that they look like. Most niggas only know Ice-T from Law & Order SVU, bro. They don't even know this nigga was a rapper.
Like, his rap, he kind of sucked, bro.
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is most niggas just don't know. Like certain people you just don't know about certain rappers from the West Coast. You just don't really know. So
yeah, but in that same token, bro, they still know who Ice-T is. And some people
some people
who see him on SVU will go back and listen.
Now. Of course they gonna know who Ice-T is, man. We watched this, man. Maybe that's just me being funny because I've been watching Law & Order for like 4 or 5
Everybody watches Law & Order, bro.
I know, for real. Like I've been binge watching the whole show. Like I got all the way up to season 20 now, where they in the COVID era. So it's like
I hate those COVID era shows.
I was like, like the last episode I just watched, this nigga shot and killed some dude because he was about to take out the son and the mom. I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, most people know Ice-T from the show. Like I'm saying, you ask motherfuckers nowadays who these West Coast legends are, they don't know. Like Exhibit just dropped an album. I guarantee you, no one knows who Exhibit is like that.
Is that tomorrow or today?
My ride.
That shit was hard, bro. That shit was
look
hard.
at that shit. I was like, oh shit, the niggas dropped that album. Damn.
I think Panda Go Crazy this is a good question. I want before we get on the next topic. What makes you a legend is the question. Then that's a good ass motherfucking question, to be honest with you.
I think what makes you a legend is one, obviously, your rapping ability, you know, your impact within the hip hop game, classic songs, classic verses, shit like that. But I think it's also just being able to stand the test of time and still being relevant in some way. And I think in certain aspects, certain guys have lived off of their legacy, whether that be that one specific track or that one specific album. And because it's so prevalent throughout multiple decades, we consider that person to be a legend because of the work that they put in before.
Yeah, I think legend is like very dependent on the weight of your contributions. Like you said though, I don't agree completely with lyrical ability, because there is some like legends that just aren't like good rappers. Like Gucci Mane's a legend, but he's not a good fucking rapper.
But that nigga hard.
Hell no, he not. OJ
Young Jeezy. I fuck with Young Jeezy. He's not
leave Jeezy alone.
One, Jeezy's not a legend. Two, he
can't.
Fucking sucks.
Here you go.
Young Jeezy is.
Oh shit.
Math Hoffa and Young Jeezy rap exactly the same.
Oh, you good, man, bro. I gotta mute you now, bro. You tripping?
That shit crazy.
That's too far, right? That's way too guys.
Yeah, you way off. You going? Anyway, let's get to this dub. But he making me mad, bro. Let's get to the.
Young Jeezy makes me mad.
Let's get to the music review, man. Intro this bit. And we have by Hennessy. That's a hell of a motherfucking name. That's a hell of a motherfucking name.
When I first, I didn't pay attention to his name because we had a sidebar conversation. He wanted me to check out his music and shit like that. So I didn't really pay attention to his name. And then I was folding, so I was locked in. You know, I was doing laundry, so I wasn't really looking at the phone. And I realized what this nigga name was. I was like, that's creative.
Hennessy.
That shit was funny.
Kavasi A face ass. All right, we're gonna play Whipped Cream. Make sure you mute your mics. Let's grow.
I want to thank you and you for tuning in. We got another one.
Space, baby.
All around the world. These bitches think I'm mama's little baby till I choke them on funk them and I'm driving them crazy. Giving us slow strokes like I'm driving Miss Daisy, but she just wanna ride the Mercedes, baby. Yeah, I'm the same nigga they call Craig. Knew me from the jump, you know son came a long way. Posted with Natalia, I heard on my hallway. Sipping gin and juice and needing you for that Bombay. Now tell me what the lick read. Tell a nigga mind your business, this shit risky. Winter time doing donuts in a 6-speed. Summertime top down feeling crisp breezy. I'm Neo in the Matrix with the cyber act. I keep it on me if you really wanna try me, Jack. Niggas come around looking gangster, but I ain't buying that. Cause we gon' take your shit and make you buy it back. So tell me what the lick read. SSX, these hoes tricky. I cannot listen to bitches who say they miss me when I'm hot and I'm popping just like some fish grease. I can move the rock just like a pro player. We used to link in parks, you know I'm a cold player. Old friends turning into whole haters. I seen this coming playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Come and check my stats, you know I ball for real. Had to disappear on my city, I'm David Copperfield. Driving late night, only thing open was Taco Bell. Playing beats, trying to sync the Glock up with the Glockenspiel. Tell me what the lick be, cause I see young niggas thinking that they gon' clip me. I hear them talking this softly so they Rice Krispy. You not a silly, you kill a nigga, you kick sweet. Any for the brains, any for the brain. Break yourself for pain, break yourself for pain. Cushion different strain, put that shit to flame. And liquor cause a nigga couldn't swim in rain. So I drown it, of course, along with the sound of my thoughts. Know if my marriage divorce, I'm taking the carriage and horse. Yeah, I'm bound to be Boston, I'm brown and I'm awesome. Like the town when it's autumn. So tell me what the lake read. Ain't no Shasha, Lil G, or V, or no Livy. I feel like Uncle Bobby think I need that Whitney. I'm about to whip till it's whipped cream. Whip till it's whipped whipped cream. Whip till it's whipped till it's whipped cream. Funny how the love and the music like trapping. I'm in my bag to move. I ain't really tripping if I know I'm gonna lose one. Cause I bounce back with you. Funny how the love and the music like trapping. I'm in my bag to move. I ain't really tripping if I know I'm gonna lose one. Cause I bounce back with you.
There we have it. Hennessy Whip Cream premiering here. All right. So I guess I'll kick it off, man. I get out the way. Let y'all hash this shit out. I would say I couldn't tell if it was like a parody type of deal. I was like, yo, is this like some parody type of shit? Like, what's that dude you listen to that do that squeaky voice Southside? I forgot that motherfucking name, but I was like, this some parody shit, especially with them ad libs, kind of like some of them ad libs and shitty ad going on the echo and repeat shit. But you know what though? The shit kind of I fucks with it, bro. I kind of liked the track, the bars. He did the Tony Hawk. He threw the David Copperfield. The man know how to rap a little bit. You feel me? I don't think the mix is quite where it should be. You know what I'm saying? The beat, I was kind of waiting for a different drop. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for something else to come extra after the initial 8 or the initial 16, but it didn't. But it's not something I automatically skip in the whip, bro. I'll let that play out. The bass is decent and shit like that. That's something that's kind of funny to me in a couple parts. So just for entertainment value, you feel me? I'll give that shit a thumbs up. So I'm going with the thumbs up on that shit, bro. Find my little fucking thingamajig. But whoever's next, let me see who's next on here. Thumbs up in a minute. The villain, Malik, you there, bro?
Yeah.
All right, man. What you got, bro?
Oh shit, that's right on my ass. I fuck with that shit. At first, I agree with you on that first part. When goddamn that motherfucker, I thought it was goddamn parody. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga goddamn gave us, man? I'm about to leave. But nah, that shit hard though. I fuck with it though. I fuck with that shit. That's some shit I play in the goddamn whip for real on my little speaker.
Oh yeah, bass dumping, bro. I give it that props. I got the little 12s on these computer speakers. I'm like, all right, fucks with some thumbs up.
Smooth.
Thumbs up from the villain. Cloud, you still there?
Yes,
I
sir.
guess not.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, man, salute, bro. It's not really my type of music. It's not really my type of shit. So I'm not really like a sing rap dude. So you know, I can't really give a like concrete reason, but it's just not my type of music, man. So I gotta hit you with a thumbs down.
Supposed to be subjective. You're supposed to be non-biased, man. You gotta.
We all got bias, bro.
You gotta judge it from the. If you was into singy songy shit, would you fuck with it? You know what I mean? But thumbs down for Cloud, bro. I gotta respect it. Outside, you the final vote. He gonna get a tie. He's going down.
Because I've already I've already reviewed the album, so technically I'm cheating.
This nigga here.
I was very impressed with it. I was actually looking for the review. I had to go back because someone decided to be a little bitch on the timeline, so I had to look at that. But when I actually reviewed it, because I have a different scale for people who actually send me music compared to the actual mainstream shit I hear. I gave it an 8.4. When I listened to the whole project, like as a whole, I enjoyed it thoroughly front to back. I enjoyed the different elements of the transitions, because a lot of the transitions, the pacing of the project as a whole was nice. I like the flow that he, provided in regards to, you were saying you were waiting for the beat to drop eventually with the track. And I think for me specifically, while I was waiting for a beat to drop, I think him just giving that opportunity, just taking the opportunity to just rap and kind of give more of a melodic performance to try to build anticipation for something was kind of different. And I think that's a risk that kind of worked out. So, yeah, I like I said, I support it. I fuck with dude. I enjoy his music. So I think, y'all get an opportunity to check out Hennessy, man. He's a dope artist. Definitely check his music out.
All right, there you have it. 3-1. Hennessy gets a thumbs up of approval. So with that being said, take your ho and make sure y'all go check the man's out. I'm gonna pull up his Instagram for y'all real quick. Make sure y'all go follow the man on Insta. Get them follower counts up for him. Support independent artists. That's kind of what the fuck we do here at Hip Hop High Society. All right. With that being said, let's go into our quick little comedy break. As soon as I take this shit down. Share screen. And this one is 70s hip hop.
Hip hop. It started out in the park. Hip hop. You know how we do it. Get out on the block, start break dancing. We hanging out with our friends, shaking hands. We do the dance. Go to the ball and shoot some hoop.
Okay.
I think that was pretty accurate. 79 hip hop. Sorry, always. All right, there we have it. So our next topic, we get into a discussion question we got here. Has the Joey Badass, which we started off the top of the podcast hitting on that, the Joey Badass 20v1 has exposed a lot of fake hip hop fans. You know what I'm saying? If you can't appreciate the bars in this battle, can you really say that you are part of the culture? You know what I'm saying? And it's basing off shameless plug myself. One thing for certain is Joey Badass battle exposing those who actually like bars and the competitive nature of rap versus those who want a rap version of Baddies East. Enjoy the bars. I'll take y'all ass to the shade room where you belong. This hip hop right here. So that's kind of what inspired this. So what do y'all think about the battle and some of the takes that you've seen out there? I know we all active on social media to a certain extent, man. When I've seen some crazy ass fucking takes. Like a lot of people mad because you ain't get enough like exposing of secrets and shit like that. Do you even consider those people part of the culture? You feel me? Should there be some standards in the culture? You feel me?
No. Niggas act like females, man. Goddamn, all this fucking teen shit. Take your ass back to the shade room, like the nigga said, man. This fucking hip hop, nigga. This shit competitive as fuck, nigga. This the goddamn blood sport. This the goddamn Kumite. So take y'all little bitch asses back to where the fuck you came from. I like some goddamn sis. It's my fault. Censor that. Take your ass back on, man. Watch fucking Baddies, nigga. This is fucking real fucking hip hop, nigga. Bars and shit. So shut the fuck up, full ass nigga.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're not hip hop because it's like this is a different generation, bro. Because they accustomed to a different kind of they accustomed to all that. We haven't really had a lot of like straight up battles in like the 2010s. So it's kind of like that generation. Kendrick and Drake was like the first rap battle that a lot of people saw. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that's well, not Kendrick and Drake, Pusha T and Drake. So that's kind of like the first that's the first like experience they've had, so they have like a set expectation of like, oh, you got to come into a battle like this, or you got to expose personal information and such, but that's all they know. So it's like I don't totally fault them for that, but at the same time I am glad that with this situation it's pretty much being completely about the lyrics.
I want to say that first off, you was definitely feeling yourself with that tweet, sir. This nigga said, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck the game up with this tweet post." That nigga knew what he was doing. He said, he was like, "Oh, yeah, I got one here." These niggas are, like Cloud said, these niggas really are not used to actual hip hop just being straight lyrics and them keeping it at that level where, yeah, I'm dissing you and I'm keeping it. I'm not involving the women and the children. I'm not involved in some overly deep, secret, personal shit that don't nobody need to know about because it has nothing to do with the bars that we throwing back and forth. Like, everybody saw what Pusha T did to Drake and was like, that's the only way you can really win a battle. If you bring out some skeleton. Because apparently the two times that it's happened to the biggest artists in the world. And it's like, the first time it happened, we learned Drake got a kid. Second time it happened, we learned this nigga, well, some people learned this nigga was a pedophile. Most of us kind of already knew by this point, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So I don't think, and these young niggas, man, they don't care about no fucking. Most of these niggas don't care about the bars when they hear these other young niggas beefing because they rap about killing each other. And then they actually go out in the street and kill each other. So, like, Who I Smoke is one of the most disrespectful diss songs of all time. I fucking love it. And I do not recommend anybody listen to that shit. It's hip hop, but I don't recommend it. Because it's literally these niggas just, if anybody's ever seen me tweet, imagine the way I tweet in rap diss form. That's exactly what Who I Smoke is.
Yeah, nobody do ball play shit.
If you've ever seen me insult somebody and take it past hell, that's exactly what that song is.
Yeah, that was nasty work, dog. Yeah, that's nasty work. You can't even play the damn original song because somebody might hit a beat and shoot at your car in Duval, dog.
Hey, that's my point. This man said, "Who I Smoke." Babe, he's naming all people he actually killed. Who is the like? That's a level of like hip hop. Like, we don't need to revisit. Like, we don't need a bunch of King Vons running around the streets again, man. Let's just keep it purely lyrical. And if you can't appreciate that, I'm not gonna say you're not a part of hip hop culture, but you need a psych evaluation because it should not result in death every time, bro. You can't get killed over bars every time.
But I think that's part of the problem is people is not seeing the death. Like, you think you hit the nail on the head, brother. Like, people not seeing the death. There's not no crazy secrets being exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, these motherfuckers just rapping. They just rapping. Nah, this boring. You know what I mean? Like, what? That's hip hop, bro.
That's how beef was handled back in the day. You got in the booth, you dropped your tracks, you moved on. Sometimes niggas met up in the streets and they were squabbling. That's okay. We learned what happened with the Gucci Man and the Jeezy beef. They was diss tracks, and Gucci smoked one of Jeezy homies. Hey, and if for everybody who remember the versus battle, Gucci said that shit to that man's face, and he ain't do nothing.
Crazy shit.
Now, me personally, I wouldn't take no disrespect like that. He said he put that nigga in the dirt to your face. That shit wild.
Yeah, that was a huge.
Insane.
That's first like versus they had a escort, police escort, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But like, but hip hop don't have to be that. So I agree with what Cloud say. Like, they're not. It's not to say they're not hip hop. It's just we are in a different generation where the shit that these young niggas like, These niggas going out here killing each other for real. It's very sad and disappointing, but that's their hip hop. Like, that's just what they do. Us, we grew up, niggas was in the streets, all that stuff. Yeah, we had the East Coast, West Coast beef, Pac and Biggie and all this other stuff. Like, sometimes it get a little violent. You know what I'm saying? You know, every once in a while somebody get the pop, you feel me? But for the most part, it's just bars. And that's what hip hop is, that's what it's predicated on.
I don't even blame like completely the young, because when the Drake and Kendrick shit was going down, right? You got like Marlon Wayans who like 55 fucking years old, like, man, I seen Pac and Big, and I'm like, bro, these are 38-year-old fathers, bro. These Tupac, people don't realize how young Pac and Big was when that shit was going. These Pac was 25, Big was younger than him.
Yeah, but that's a nigga having a midlife crisis, having reminiscence of back in anytime a nigga be like back in the day. Nah, bro, check this out. Because you about to say some shit that is completely irrelevant to what the fuck going on.
I agree with Panda Crazy. Bars is coming back. That's kind of, I agree with this battle. You feel me? Like, you are seeing a renewed interest in actual bars. You feel me?
Because this took over the media.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People care about what's getting said. Like, this is good it's good for everybody because everybody's benefiting in some way. Ray Vaughn is benefiting. Joey, Daylyt, Reason, Nick and CJ got involved. So it's like everybody's benefiting. Ain't nobody getting shot at. Ain't nobody getting hurt. We don't know. Ain't no one got no damn weird sex tape coming out. We good. We
don't
good.
speak too early, bro. Don't wish that evil upon us, Ricky Bobby.
I'm just saying, ain't no weird shit come out, so we good right now. Keep it like that. I'm fine with it. Just
facts.
Yeah, man. Everything ain't got to result in death, people.
Facts. Any last thoughts on that topic right there? All right, then let's move on to the last discussion question we're going to tackle today about the bag mentality. This comes off this tweet we got right here. I'm going to read the tweet first. I was just listening to Lunas. I got 5 on it. It was like, damn, remember when hip hop was broke? A song about chipping in for a dime bag. Weed was the hottest shit to us. We used to have mad fun, right? So I kind of flipped that, right? Just thinking about that tweet and it's simple as most basic form, right? Has the influx of the bag mindset. Everybody's chasing the bag, right? Has that been overall detrimental to the culture? Has money being infused kind of fucked up hip hop? It was better when motherfuckers was broke, or is it just kind of mimicking society? I seen a high schooler going like on prom with like 100K or some shit the other day. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? So what do y'all think, bro? Has the bag mindset fucked things up, or was hip hop better when the money wasn't there? You know what I mean? Or has
No, I don't agree with either necessarily. Shout out to Rob Markman, great guy, like great rapper. I'm practicing my industry shit. But I think it was better when it was from a place of honesty, whether it was you had money or not. Now it's kind of like everybody's very concerned with like crafting an image of like, my life is amazing. Like I'm jumping on flights to fucking Dubai every other weekend. And it's like, there's no honesty of like, yo, I went with my 3 friends and we split the bill on like some fucking Whataburger. Like there's no like honesty in regards to like,
that's some real shit though.
Yeah, bro. There's no like honesty in regards to like coming up. There's no painting a picture of the come up. People just want to like front like they're already there. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing before that. People don't want to like highlight any sense of like struggle or hardship or any of, and if it is, it's gonna be some shit that like sounds like it was out of a fucking like BET movie. It's not gonna be some actual real struggle. It's gonna be some fucking like formulated shit. So it's like we got to get back to a place of like, yo, bro, what are we actually going through? Like, what's your day-to-day shit? And yeah, bro, we just got to be more honest with ourselves.
Facts, bro. And shout out to BET for catching a stray.
I agree fully in terms of, you know, there's no honesty in hip hop, or there's a lack thereof it. I feel like a lot of lifestyle rap is more entertaining because it does come from an honest place. Like, let's be real. I can't relate to motherfuckers rapping about being in the club popping bottles, but I can relate to Larry June rapping about going to go get a fucking smoothie. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I can genuinely relate to that shit. So it's like, niggas don't, like Cloud said, niggas don't rap about the come up, but the come up rap is actually what helped build the fan base, what got us into the artist. So when they did get successful, it was kind of like, oh, this is dope. And of course, nowadays, man, these niggas don't have no substance to themselves, man. These niggas don't have a personality outside of, oh, want to be tough street nigga, or I want to be drug dealer, or I get money and I fuck these bitches. And it's like, bro, I don't fucking care. That don't mean, like, bro, you've rapped about fucking bitches for the last 3 albums. Like, no, your dick gonna fall off, bro. Like, nobody's getting that much ass. Like, bro, what else do you do?
So you got somebody specific in mind.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just being real, bro. Like, what else do y'all niggas do? Because it's one thing to constantly rap about having money and fucking bitches and doing this, that, and forth, but it's like, you ain't doing that shit all the fucking time, bro. What else is happening in your life that you could rap about? And ironically enough, is this same sentiment is the same reason why Andre 3000 won't get in the fucking booth.
Oh, bro, I was thinking, bro, you a fucking mind reader.
It's literally the reason why he won't get in the booth, because it feel like it's like he could be honest and rap about his colonoscopy, but he won't, because he feel like he don't have nothing there. So it's like, it's a bunch of niggas who rap who ain't got nothing there, bro. Like, these niggas don't be talking about shit.
Them niggas is actually surface level. When you said like what else is going on in your life, I honestly don't think there's a lot of shit going on.
It's not, but that's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I would rather you be honest and just give me a bunch of, oh, this is what I do raps, and it's like after a while you rapping about the same club and bitches over and over and over again, it get played out.
Bro, you just describing Boss Man D-Lo's discography.
So
but Andre,
you gotta go through, like, you went through something, bro. Someone took your lunch money in 3rd grade or something. Like, you went through something, fam. You can't just sit here and like not rap about anything important.
Well, it don't even gotta be that, bro. Because it's like, bro,
but I'm just saying it can't just, like, you can't just talk about the same 3 things.
Yeah.
Money, cars. Every song?
Yeah, but it's like, bro, everybody got bills to pay. Everybody got rent. So it's like, how are you paying that rent? How are you paying those bills? And it's like, I know you're not fucking selling crack. We all know you're not selling crack. We know you're not doing that shit, even if you lie about it. So it's like, how are you doing that? How are you? Do you have kids? Are you taking care of your kids? Like, people don't want to talk about that shit. People don't want to talk about real life shit. And it's like, you don't even got to do it in a plain mundane way. And that leads to another discussion of like, bro, niggas just ain't creative no more. Niggas don't have imagination. So it's like, you're not coming up with a unique way to express any of that. It's like, you could. But
niggas not creative because they not willing to take that risk and step out of the box and do something that's different than what everybody else is doing. They see what's working, and so they just keep following that same bullshit model rather than be their own person and go in their own lane and just be honest. Like, Ice Cube Today Was a Good Day is the perfect lifestyle song I've ever heard in my life, man. This man rapping about the Lakers beat the Supersonics. That's the smoothest. This man rapping about.
He's talking about fucking hoes though in them songs, so it's kind of contradictory.
Man. You know,
I mean, you better than me, bro. I'll just say it's because they don't have fucking talent.
No. It is. I'm not going to disagree with that because no, it is a bunch of niggas who do not have talent. To be quite honest with you, it's a bunch of niggas who don't have talent.
Mm-hmm.
They're not creative. They don't have no talent. They don't have no drive. They ain't been through shit. They don't know how to work hard. They don't know how to perfect their craft. We could go on and on and fucking on. To keep it a beat, most of these niggas just in the game to get this money because they not trying to be the same broke niggas on the corner they was 6 months ago. That's
bag mindset right there. And that's crazy because when we talking this whole thing, I'm just thinking of Far Side the whole time. Like literally Far Side passing me by is just they date. Motherfucker had a crush on his teacher. You know what I'm saying? When my younger, you know what I mean? So it's like people have made a whole career out of just talking about average shit that they go through. You feel me? Like,
here's
so it's here.
They can't do it in terms of technical ability. They can't rap. So what they can rap about is they mimicking other folks' flows and they're doing it in their own voice to where it sounds original enough to pass on as their own work, but realistically, they're just copying and pasting, erasing 2-3 fucking letters, and then just writing something else in between. They don't know how to fucking rap. That's the real big problem. Niggas can't rap nowadays.
Yeah. Facts. That's why Andre 3000 honestly needs to, like, bro, you probably got more to rap about than any fucking body. You actually have the first thoughts. You actually went through some shit. You're still going through shit. You feel me? Let's hear that.
That man can make a 45-track album about his trip to Japan alone. And he will not do that. And he don't have to. But if he could, it shows like, hey, this man got a layer of substance. When you got artists who make, and I know he gets a lot of flack for this shit, but Logic makes conceptual albums that make sense because he builds on what he's done before. Hell, when I ask people to give me rap albums to review or rate, and niggas said because of the internet, niggas don't understand. It was a whole fucking screenplay for that album. Like, that's creative. That's context. That's substance. It's something different. So, like Cloud said, these niggas can't rap. They don't have no talent. It takes talent to come up with some shit like that. So, it's easier to just talk about the bag.
It's interesting. Kodak can rap. Who
yes, he can. Yes, he can. I fully support that. I'm going to tell you why. Earl Sweatshirt said so.
That's all it takes.
Earl Sweatshirt put me on Kodak Black. That's how I know he can rap. If Earl say you can rap, you can rap.
Yeah, I like some of Kodak. I fuck with some of Kodak shit. Can he rap? He kind of remind me of Gucci a little bit.
When Kodak is actually like not on drugs, fire. When he leaned and he coked out, yeah, I don't know.
When it's Kodak,
which is all the time, my nigga. All the time, my nigga.
His normal state is fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Before he got coked and leaned out, he was killing it. Now
what was he 8?
Hey. He might have gave us a solid 2 verses. Outside of that, I don't know what the fuck he did. It's so crazy. He really can rap though. Like Kodak be saying some shit too. Like I know the last album I gave a review for, I said one word and I moved the fuck on. I said no and I posted it and we all laughed about that shit. But I can admit he can rap. And you know, there are a lot of other artists who can just rap.
It don't matter if you can rap if you don't rap, my nigga. It don't.
They need to take it. They need to look at these underground rappers and what they do. That's really what they need to do. Look at what these niggas like Navy Blue and Lucid and goddamn Billy Woods and all them niggas doing. Look at what they doing.
Definitely. All right, man. I think that's it. I think we did good. Did right by that topic. Let's get ready to get out of here. But first, I gotta ask. Y'all already know, so I hope y'all was ready, bro. Your phone ready. Get your playlist ready. Gotta know what you're listening to this week. What you been? I know it's a lot of reviews. This dude Southside. I don't know how the fuck you sleep. I know you listen to a ton of shit. But whoever want to kick it off can kick it off, man. What are you listening to?
I got it. I've been listening to a lot of Tanya Morgan. That was like probably my favorite fucking group of the 2010s. They kind of, for those who don't know, they're kind of like a modern like Tribe Called Quest, but they're fire. Drake did a few songs with them way back like 2009, back when he was underground, backpack nigga. But yeah, I've been listening to them. Shay Grand, Germicide, the whole legendary. Danny with an exclamation point, Danny Swain. He's dope. Dog Pound. I've been on that Dog Pound. Corrupt as. I've been listening to I've been running Sally Mata's shit back. She's super dope. And she's in Mike's crew, 10K. But she's fire. But yeah, that's what I've been bumping.
All right, man. You got me some names to look up, to be honest with you. I'll be writing when y'all motherfuckers be talking. I'll go check this shit out. Who next? Southside, what you listen to, bro?
I was muted. Sorry. Listen to Kingmaker by Exhibit. View that. Yeah. I love it. I actually like that album. Shout out Ice Cube, cause he still got that. He still got it. He still got it. Yeah, I fuck with that verse.
You don't forget how to rap, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he pulled Royce to 5'9". That shit gas at me. They got going crazy over here. Anyway, Rico Nasty, Lethal. That was a good album. G Perico, shout out.
Rico, shout out.
Rico.
Little EP by this artist called 7:30 at Morning. Small little hip hop little EP. Some Nico G4. Stolly. I saw he had an album that released like in February, so I actually kind of went back because he got a track with Currency on it, so I had to check that out. One half of the Suicide Boys, Scrim, dropped the project. Via Cruz is long as fuck. Pause. Just like, yeah, it's a typical Suicide Boys type shit where it's like 20-something plus songs. Baggy Weather by Toby Lou. Cash Rules by Kai Cash. And then, just my typical shit that I had already posted that y'all have seen. Pink Pantherist, Cali Uchis, Starlito, Don Trip.
Lito.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, just doing some reviews. And I got one for Morgan Wallen coming out tomorrow. So, I'll be dropping that pretty soon. Morgan Wallen and T Grizzly dropping tomorrow.
Bet. And I think somebody put it in the chat or something. The Styles P just dropped. So y'all check that out.
Yeah. Styles P did drop something.
The Panda.
I heard rumblings about that, so I have to make my way to it. Check it out. Shout out Georgiana. She just dropped something new. Shout out Georgiana, new track.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm still listening to that 1900 Rugrat, man.
And you like that shit for some reason, man.
I'm telling you, man, 1900 Rugrat. I'm like some freshman coming up, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
Sometimes I listen to shit off your recommendation, be like, I don't know about this, homeboy. I don't know about this. Sometimes you hit out the park. Sometimes I'll be like, get the fuck out of it. Malik, what the fuck you listen to, brother?
Oh, let me see. Goddamn.
Mr. Goddamn.
My favorite current rapper right now is an upcoming rapper. His name is Los King. Shout out to my boy Los King. He got an album coming out this summer and shit. That nigga music slide.
Shit.
It's another nigga. His name Pope Baby. He's from Savannah, Georgia. His music slide. Let me see. Key Glock. I've been playing his album. That shit been my rotation for. It was a drop. I'm not done to it. That shit gonna be in rotation for a long time. Let me see. Basically just Isaiah Rashad and Outkast shit. And shit. Goddamn Aaron May. Shit. That's really it. That's all I've been playing. Really just goddamn down south rappers lately and shit.
It's not a bad list, bro. I respect that list right there. I'm gonna be real quick. Let's do Zell Curry, some Denzel, some Chris Patrick. I went back to that dude dope. He should be bigger than what he is right now. Some Wayne, some Nipsey, some Jeezy, Young Jeezy, a great rapper out of Atlanta.
He not even from Atlanta. Anyway, I was saying,
yes, sir.
Bacon, whatever. It don't matter. It's all
he not even from the fucking city.
Whatever. Some Anderson .Paak. I went back, listened to some old Migos, man. Sad we're not gonna get another album from them, but you feel me? Still got the old shit. But that's about it, man. That's all I really be listening to. So that's all I got, man. So give this last minute back to y'all, bro. If y'all got anything y'all been working on, anything y'all want to plug real quick, I'm gonna let y'all go and shout it out, man. Southside, start with you, bro.
I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, so I ain't got shit going on. I'm trying to. Once I feel better, I'll actually record. I actually made a plan to record some reviews, but I got sick, so you know how they go. It's this week, but you know, it is what it is, man. Just check the Twitter account, check the website. Eventually, I will move shit back over to TikTok and Instagram. I'm bored and busy at the same time, so you know how it is.
For sure, man. Put in work. Go ahead and get better, bro. Give you a yeah, hold on. You put in work like a month. Need damn reviews to post. Malik, what you working on, bro?
Man, I just been working, bro. I just been fucking working, just trying to get shit organized over here, man. That's why I've been MIA, man, trying to get this life shit together. But I'm gonna come back though.
Hey, man, we got a goddamn this episode. We've been missing that, so I'll give you a yeah, hopefully.
Goddamn.
Wow, what you working on, brother?
Yeah, I just been busy, man. I got a project coming out next weekend. I got Jadakiss on that bitch. I got Corrupt on that bitch. I got Soulja Brat. For y'all know who Soulja Brat is. I got her on that shit, and I got fucking CeeLo Green on that shit.
Oh shit.
That's coming out. That's coming out next Saturday.
All right, man. You gotta make sure you let us know. We gotta get a preview of that shit, man. You dropping?
Yeah, I'm putting up pre-orders like in the middle of the week with like previews and shit. But yeah, that's gonna be Bandcamp only for probably a week, and then that's going to streaming.
Okay.
Because we got clear. We still like in the clearing samples and shit like that. We're still in that process, but yeah, that's just, and it's all produced by me except one where I got Knots on that shit.
Oh shit.
That's
all right, Cloud, man. Go ahead, bro. You do it so humbly. This motherfucker just dropping CeeLo like it ain't shit. Man, CeeLo on that bitch. You know what I mean? Little something. Give me a hope that, bro. Hey, man, but I appreciate my brothers coming through, man, for me. You know, trying to build this platform. We hit 1,000 subs, man. So let's to the platform.
Yeah, ripping for 1,000 subs is insane. That's
well, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody that dropped the comment. It's probably the most comments, at least diverse comments I've seen. Yo, let the Panda go crazy. You was dropping mad comments. I even followed you back on Twitter. I seen you, bro. So that's all I got, man. So on behalf of everybody here, behalf of the crew that ain't here, bro, I appreciate everybody, man. We'll be back next week as usual, keeping it consistent. Peace out.